Luke Combs recently shared an awkward and humbling moment in his career that involved none other than music legend Tracy Chapman. The country star, known for his chart-topping hits, revealed that he once made a mistake regarding his cover of Chapman's iconic song, Fast Car. After the mistake was discovered by Tracy Chapman herself, Combs admitted that he felt like crawling into a hole out of embarrassment. So, what happened, and why did this moment make Luke Combs feel so uncomfortable? Let's dive into the details. Luke Combs' cover of Fast Car. Luke Combs released his cover of Fast Car in 2023, and it quickly became a fan favorite. Originally written and performed by Tracy Chapman in 1988, Fast Car is a classic song with poignant lyrics about escaping to a better life. It's a song that has resonated with generations of listeners, and for Combs, performing this song was a chance to pay tribute to one of his musical inspirations. When Luke decided to cover Fast Car, he did so with the utmost respect for the original version. His rendition stayed true to the emotional essence of the song while adding his own country touch. It was well received by his fans and critics alike, but Combs himself admits there was one thing he got wrong, something that made him want to crawl into a hole. The mistake that made Luke Combs want to crawl into a hole. The mistake in question wasn't about the song's arrangement or performance, but about the technicalities of the release. When Luke first dropped his cover of Fast Car, he didn't initially secure the proper clearance or permission from Tracy Chapman, the song's original writer and performer, to release the cover. In the music industry, especially when covering iconic songs, it's crucial to obtain the necessary rights and permissions before releasing a cover version to avoid legal issues. Unfortunately, Combs had overlooked the step, and Tracy Chapman discovered the mistake after the cover went public. For an artist of Combs' caliber, who is accustomed to professionalism and attention to detail, this was a significant oversight. Luke was candid about his feelings when he realized his mistake. He described how he felt embarrassed and wished he could crawl into a hole when he realized that the oversight had caught the attention of Tracy Chapman. Tracy Chapman's reaction. The story took a positive turn when Tracy Chapman, known for being relatively private and selective about how her music is used, responded graciously to the situation. Instead of reacting negatively or pursuing any legal action, Chapman showed understanding and allowed the cover to remain available. This was a relief for Combs, who had been nervous about how Chapman might respond to the mistake. Luke later shared his relief in interviews, explaining that he was beyond grateful for Tracy's generosity and understanding. It was clear that Tracy Chapman's reaction spoke to her respect for Luke's work and the sincerity with which he approached her song. She allowed him to keep the cover circulating, which was a huge win for Luke, especially after his initial embarrassment. Why this moment stuck with Luke Combs? For Luke, this moment was a wake-up call about the importance of respecting the legalities of the music industry. Even for someone as successful and experienced as Luke Combs, mistakes can happen, especially when it comes to the intricacies of song rights and permissions. But what made this moment particularly memorable wasn't just the mistake itself, it was the way Tracy Chapman responded. Combs shared that the whole ordeal made him reflect on how much he admires Tracy Chapman not only as an artist, but as a person. He described how much respect he has for her body of work and her decision to let him keep the cover. It was a humbling experience that showed Luke the importance of humility, even in moments of professional success. A lesson learned. In the end, Luke Combs' Fast Car cover mistake turned out to be a valuable lesson for him in navigating the complexities of the music industry. He now knows firsthand how important it is to ensure every detail is in order, especially when it comes to securing the rights to a beloved song. It also highlighted the importance of building and maintaining positive relationships within the industry, something that Luke clearly values given Tracy Chapman's understanding response. While Luke may have initially wanted to crawl into a hole, he ultimately emerged from the experience with a greater appreciation for the business side of music, as well as a deepened respect for Tracy Chapman. And in the end, it's a story with a happy ending, one that shows how mistakes can be forgiven and how professional humility can lead to growth and understanding. For fans of Luke Combs and Tracy Chapman alike, this incident only adds another layer of admiration for both artists, as it demonstrates the human side of the music industry and the respect that exists between talented musicians. It's a reminder that no matter how big an artist gets, there's always something to learn, and sometimes that lesson comes in the form of a humbling mistake.